Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP possible from the Fashion Report minigame where judging begins every Friday. Today's theme is cool summer nights, and the individual clues include Dark Side of a Hero for your helm, Drapes of Wrath for your chest, Sieste Chic for your gloves, and a la carte for your boots. In this video we'll have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, and the easiest 80 we can put together for the week. So without further ado, for week 155, let's get cracking. Okay, for the 100 score we went for the Adamantite Barbet of Fending for the helm. This is actually a crafted recipe with armourer. Alternatively, the Adamantite Barbet of Maiming will also give you gold for this slot this week. For the chest then, I went with the Vath Thorax. This is actually from the Vath Beast Tribe over in Heavenswood. You can actually get this for 130,000 gil from the Vath Stock Peddler, or in exchange for 9 black copper gills over at the Vath Vendor. Alternatives include the Nath Thorax and the augmented or original Cauldron King's coat as well, which you can get for 450 yellow crafter scripts. For the hands then, I went with the False Nails, which is something you can get for Ananta Dream Staffs, 6 of them, which is a Beast Tribe currency from the Ananta Beast Tribe in the fringes. So you can go and buy those. Those will give you gold. Alternatives to this include any Sharlayan Custodians, Pathmakers, Pancratias, basically the Great Gooble Library Sharlayan gloves. They seem to all give you gold rating as well, so if you'd rather go for those, that's a viable option for gold, but I had the False Nails, and many of you will as well, and that will give you the best option. For the boots then, for a la carte, we want the Alamegan Caligate of Fending. These actually can be obtained with Centurio Seals, 35 Centurio Seals exactly, and you need to go over to Kagane, and you need to go to the Shiokaze Holstery, which is the big building in the center that people jump up as part of the jumping puzzle. Inside you'll find an NPC called Satsuya, where you can exchange 35 Centurio Seals under the Alamegan tab for the boots of your choice. I went with the Fending ones to match with the Fending option I chose for the helm. So there we go, that was the 100 score. Not entirely terrible, but you know, it takes a little bit of work. Thankfully we have an easy 80 coming up, but first of all, a fairly crap 80 with dies. Alright then, it should come no surprise to a lot of you then, what I'm wearing is jet black dye. And if you're wondering how exactly you get an 80 with just dies this week, unfortunately, the news I have for you is dye everything on your left side jet black. Yes, I'm not even kidding. That's 6 jet black dyes for best in slot dye options. That's awful, isn't it? Imagine the amount of money that would cost you if you were to do it the premium route through the actual Mog Station cash shop, or obviously in the game. That's still going to be a lot of gil. But yes, dye any weapon in the game jet black. Any helm, chest, gloves, legs and feet jet black. Have something equipped in every slot, including your accessories, and that will get you 80 score. Frankly, I don't like this at all, and I really hope they go back to soot black for the following week. It just feels a little bit, well, just sad, really. I don't know why there's that much jet black involved. Seems a little bit too premium for my own liking. Right then, so let's look at the easiest 80 that we came up with. We actually we have 2, because Kayako has one that they've come up with, which is fairly straightforward, which actually uses basically soot black dye on your helm, your chest, your gloves, and your legs, and then you get any of the Alamegan Caligates. Essentially, that's for any class. That does obviously require you to have Centurio Seals and to have access to Kagane, which should come as no surprise. So you'll need to go over to Kagane, like I showed you in the 100 score, and purchase with 35 Centurio Seals some boots of your choice. That opens it up to pretty much every job in the game for combat roles. Alternatively, however, I would suggest that a similar method works. Basically, any boots dyed soot black, and then we would swap out the helm to that Adamantite Barbet of Fending. The reason I say that is because it's obtainable to a much lower level, even though it is tank specific. or obviously the adamantite barbet of maiming will work as well. And it just opens it up a little bit to lower level, and obviously you can purchase it from the market board, which is currently very cheap in comparison to Kayako's, which is a great option, but Centurio seals might be out of reach for some people. So depending on what you have access to is depending on which direction you want to go. But yes, you can get away with 4 of those soot black dyes and either the helm or the boots of your choice from the Alamegan set. So there we go. That's the Easy 80 for the week. Hopefully that was helpful. Of course, there will be a link in the description to the Reddit thread where this is all collated by Kayako and the rest of the Reddit people every week. Without their tireless efforts, we wouldn't be where we are. And it's always nice to go and give those threads an upvote. But from me, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Feel free to post your own solutions below, as usual.